Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Well, today we're going to be starting the project that I introduced you to a few days ago, and we're going to start by making the box. Now you might have already noticed there's some glue on there, and there's a very good reason for that. Well, it's not a good reason for it, but there is a reason. I started this video a few minutes ago, and as I was looking around and checking as I was videoing, I suddenly realised I didn't have my scissors, which I'm going to need for another part. So I had to turn the video off, and rather than cut another piece, I just left it to one side. So we're going to start this, and hopefully I've got everything I need this time. So this is the base of your box, and you will need a piece that measures 11 by 7 inches. This is a constructed box because of the depth, which is 4.5 inches tall. We need to make a constructed box because unless you use a really massive A1 piece of card, and you'd need an awfully long table for that. So we will be making this as a constructed box. And then you will need two long side pieces that measure, if I can find my notes, 11 by 5.5. Yes, that threw me a bit. So that's 11 by 5.5. And we score 1 inch along the 11 side. And that's where I put the glue. And that's the point I realised I hadn't got my scissors out. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn that round so that you can see what I'm doing. So it's already got glue on it. I'm using tacky glue for this. Usually I would use hot glue. But of course with hot glue, once it sticks, it's permanent. And the other thing is I still haven't worked out how to put an extension lead at the point where I sit to video. So that has gone quite tacky now. So it should glue down really nicely. So that's that one. So I'm going to turn it round. And we've got another piece that also measures 11 by 5.5. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong piece. I was looking at the wrong instruction. And what I did, I'll show you what I did for the second one. I used my glue. This is a new glue bottle. So hopefully it shouldn't give me any trouble. She says hopefully. And we're just going to put 2 strips of glue along there. I will put these measurements in the description below. So if you get a bit confused where I've got lost, don't worry, I will put them all in the description box. So just line that up, line the fold edge or the crease edge with the edge of the base and give it a good press. So that's holding really nicely, which I'm pleased about. So we're going to pop that to one side now. Now you will need 2 short pieces, and this is where I went wrong because I realised I didn't have my scissors. And you need 2 short pieces, and these measure 9 by 5. The long ends were 11 by, no they weren't. Yes, the long ends were 11 by 5.5, and the short ends are 9 by 5.5. And you need to score those. Again, you need to score at 1 inch along the long edge, and then you need to score 1 inch along both of the other ends. So 1 inch there and 1 inch at either end. So, and this is where we need the scissors. So what we do, where we've scored, you've got a little section there it looks like a little tab. So we're not going to need that tab. We're going to actually cut that off. So we're just going to cut up there like that. And we're going to cut across there like that. And we're going to just brush those to one side because we don't need those. And we're going to just fold up we're going to fold in along our crease lines or score lines. So it doesn't really matter which way around you do this. I'm going to do it this way. So if I just bring that into the edge, this is where we were going to run out of room, or recording room anyway. So if I bring that in like that, and again, I'm going to squeeze my glue along there. We will be putting another piece on top of this when we're done to hold it all into place and to hide up our tabs. So we're going to put the score line on there like that, and then we're going to fold those in, and we are going to, oh sorry, I thought I made a mistake. I haven't. It's me. Red on red, you can't see a thing. So that's what had happened. Right, so we're just going to pop that in like that. And then what we do, we get our glue again. and fold the tabs in on themselves like that, and put some glue down there, a couple of bits, and we're going to do both of these edges actually. So we're going to do the other end. That I might have slightly gone off screen, but you'll see it in a second. So if I bring in, so hold that and fold it up until it sticks, and then we're going to do the same to the other side. So if I move that in, so bring it up until it sticks like that, and then what I would do is just rock it on its side, put your hand, it's difficult to show this, but I'm putting my hand inside, and we're just going to give it a good press, and then oops, give it a good press like that, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Just turn it over like that and give it a good press all the way around, and then we're going to do exactly the same with the other side. So I'm just going to very quickly do that again. So we need to take our scissors. So I could have prepared one early, but I didn't. That's another thing I didn't do. So that's all right. So we're just going to cut off those little tabs where the score lines cross over. We're going to just cut those off, those little tabs, because we don't need them. And again, we're going to fold up our score lines, fold along our score lines like that. And then again, because this is the first time I've done, well, it's not the first time I've made a constructed box, but it's the first time I've attempted to do it on video. So which is why we're doing it like this. So just put some glue along there, and that will sit in quite nicely like that. Now, one thing you could do once you get to this point, you will need a liner for your inside, for the inside of your box. That serves as two purposes. It serves to hide up all those flaps, but it will also keep it strong. So what you could do at this point, before you tuck these flaps in, what you could do, you could put your liner piece in. Now that measures 11 by 7. Now the easiest way of doing this, I'll give you a tip. Cut a piece that measures 11 by 7, but then cut off about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, just a little tiny trim. And I've put some double-sided tape on one side. Now all I'm going to do, I'm going to slide that in there like that, and I'm going to lay it down like that, and that will hold it into place. In fact, we could have done that once we put the two ends on, but we've done it like this now. So that will hold that into place quite nicely while you glue your other ends. So if we just put some glue on there, this is tacky glue. Any tacky glue will do. You can use your Cosmic Shimmer or any PVA style tacky glue that you usually use. So then just bring up your sides and squeeze them into place. What you might need to do is put something there, like a peg or something, to hold it until it dries, but I won't worry about doing that today. Not this time anyway. So there we go. Once all that is up there, I might need to just zoom that out a bit. So if I zoom that out just a tiny bit, it means you're going to see all the debris up there. So if I just slide me a bit of paper across, you'll see it. So there is our box. So once you've got that bit, we're going to leave that today because we've been just under 10 minutes, but that's okay. So that's our box. This is going to be ready for Christmas. And when you come back next time, I'm going to show you how to make the trays, which is why I decided to stop after making the box for the first video, because the trays do take a bit longer, because there's a bit of scoring and a bit of folding. So I'll show you how to do the trays. So I will come back on Monday. I'll give you the weekend to have a go at this project, and I will come back on Monday and I will show you how to make the trays, and we'll put the trays inside the box. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching me blunder my way through a constructed box. It's easier to do it off camera than it is on, believe me. So we will come back on Monday and we will do the trays to go on the inside. So I hope you can join me for that. And I will stop fiddling with it and let the glue dry. And I'll see you Monday. So have a great weekend, everybody. Take care, have fun, and as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.